can get in there. Hold on.
What is you doing, bro?
Sit down.
What is y'all doing, bro? Bro, what is y'all doing, man? You feel so good?
God damn. It's a new day. Damn.
Man, y'all ain't in the meats, bro. Come on, man.
They'll behave like this and then wonder why there are food deserts in ghettos all across America, why every single grocery store closes down, why they can't have any grocery stores that are functional in neighborhoods that are predominantly black. Why is that? This is a thing that was like constantly talked about in Washington, D.C., where I lived. That was a predominantly black city. It was a majority black city. Food deserts, food deserts. Nobody has access to food. First off, that wasn't true. But there were absolutely neighborhoods where there was so much crime, so much theft, so much behavior like this that the stores just shut down or got burned down or got looted out of town. It's amazing. You create the problem with this behavior and then you complain about it. So when the grocery store has to go and throw away all of that meat, who do you think is going to pay for it? Well, you will when they shut down or when they raise the prices of the next shipment that they need of frozen food. Because who knows, people are going to like twerk on it, right? It's like amazing. We live in a civilization. We're trying to live in a civilization with very uncivilized people, and something's going to give.
Yo guys, so this stuff is coming up again, ghetto like behavior, and it's buzzing on the TikTok platform, and this kind of behavior is totally unacceptable because it depicts the black community in a very negative light. And so that's the intention of this video, trying to look at some behaviors that have been displayed. Is it just about black people expressing their joy? Is it about white people being emotionless? Or is it just pure outright ghetto behavior? Because for me, someone going into the grocery store and doing that to all that was put in the store is just totally whacked, man, and unacceptable. So if you come across my YouTube channel, you're welcome to the channel. Please do good to hit the subscription button, hit the notification button, so that when we bring up updates, you'll be first to be notified. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you. You're the reason why we do what we do. If you're a new subscriber, you're welcome to the platform. So we will analyze a couple of videos such like this, and we'll come back to give you our own analysis. Credit to the original content creator. So let's dive right into the videos.
I'm probably going to sound like an Uncle Tom for this, but I don't like being around black people that act like an exaggerated stereotype of themselves. It's one thing if we go out and then listen to ratchet music or do something little like that, but it gets serious to a point when I can't bring you nowhere, and then you just want to act rowdy and you want to yell at people and you just want to get into a fight just because somebody stared at you. If you think that having a bad attitude is cute, or if you think that being ghetto is cool, then I just cannot be friends with you, because you can't carry yourself like that in the real world. And if you want to have a bad attitude and act big and bad all the time, then you probably going to meet your match and somebody is going to put you in your place, and they don't got nothing to lose. I feel like the only people that think that being ghetto and being ignorant is cute are people that are immature or just kids. Like, if you think that Baddies is a funny show to watch, then I'm just gonna assume that you're under 20 years old or you're just immature. It's not even really just about pleasing white people or acting whitewashed. It's just having decorum. Like, you miss out on opportunities, especially money opportunities, when you act ignorant and you don't know how to control yourself. I aspire to be a rich auntie, so I need people that's going to act accordingly around me and want the same thing that I want. Not even just with black people. Like, I don't care what race you are. If you act ghetto or if you don't know how to carry yourself, I don't want to be around you.
Welcome to McDonald's. How may I help you?
Hey, folks, hey, let me get a cheeseburger, man. Let me get a cheeseburger, man. But I don't want no cheese on that shit, though, right? I don't want no cheese, all right, folks? Hey, folks.
So you would like a hamburger?
Hey, folks, stop playing with me, folks. You trying to say I'm stupid? Hey, man, I said what I said, nigga. I said a cheeseburger, man. Don't do all that talking shit, man. Let me get my cheeseburger.
No, it's just if you order a cheeseburger with no cheese, it's technically a hamburger. So I'll just ring it up as a hamburger.
Hey, man, what I say, folks? Hey, folks. Hey, man, I don't play that shit, man. Hey, you know.
Would you go to a graduation like this? What are we doing? look, I gotta say it. Why do we never see this kind of activity at a predominantly white graduation? This is the type of stuff right here that people are getting sick and tired of. Because the problem with these schools is that they have very low reading proficiency rates, but have a very high graduation rate. Which tells me that you can celebrate all you want, but these people are not going to get a good job. The reality is that whatever education they got here is nothing to celebrate about. And the graduations essentially give it away. So let me know what you guys think about this silliness down in the comments below. And remember to follow me for more videos.
Maturing is realizing white people really think black joy is just ghetto.
That's because white people aren't allowed to be joyful. And this isn't me being critical of white people, but the concept of whiteness is social control, right? It is rigidity. The concept of whiteness was sold as privilege, but the price of that privilege was freedom, was joy. They are only allowed to have privilege in a controlled sense. I want you to think about all of these concepts: political correctness, social manners, professionalism, dress codes. Like, all of these things are inherently controlling. Like, none of these things are freedom. None of these things are expressive. White people aren't allowed expression. And this is why black people are like white people's secret obsession and like the bane of their existence. You know what I mean? Because black people refuse to conform, and in that conformity, even though there's so much of a consequence behind refusing to conform, there's also so much joy. There's also so much freedom. And this is why there's so much of black culture that is mimicked, because it represents something that they could never be, which is why they wear our culture like a costume, because it is something that they can only temporarily enjoy. You cannot both remain part of the privileged class in society and rebel against it. Being a privileged member of a Christian colonial society means giving up the right to express yourself. It means accepting that you are a part of a greater system of control. Essentially, being white is a job, right? They are the buffer class between the elites and the oppressed, while simultaneously being a part of the oppressed class themselves. They're like the managers of a restaurant. They hate their job too. They don't make that much money too, but they make more than you. And so they're going to do everything they can to maintain that position, but they're watching you gossip with your coworkers. They're watching you steal food. They're watching you enjoy the aspects of the jobs that they can't, and they resent you for it. But they also enjoy watching you, right? It's the only fun part of the job, but they can't allow you to have too much fun. No, or then the boss is going to hammer down on them. It's not really a privilege to be white. You know, everything that was great about European cultures and societies, pantheons, the worship, the witches, the magic, fairy tales, everything that was great about being white, about being European, was stolen from white people. I mean, colonization was just as brutal for white people. Well, I won't take it that far, but it was terrible. You know, and white people still haven't mourned the loss of everything that they lost.
Black fatigue, or ghetto fatigue, is a real thing, and no one's staying silent about it any longer. No nationality wants to be involved or bothered by this loud, obnoxious group of people. No one, not even hard-working Black Americans. I mean, I'm telling no lies here. Everywhere that group of people go, chaos follows. And no matter where you go, they're there. You can't go on a cruise ship because they done ghettoed it out. Have you seen the Carnival cruise ships? It looks like a fucking barbecue. And if you haven't noticed, it's always the same group of people. You know, loud, bonnets, pajamas, big ass eyelashes that flutter. You know, the EBT crowd. I mean, it's gotten so bad that you won't catch me at a Juicy Crab or a Cheesecake Factory, or even a McDonald's for that matter, because they turn those places into shooting galleries whenever someone that looks like them look at them wrong. They have mastered the victim card. Everyone's against them. There's oppression everywhere, and it's always the white man's fault, never their own. But let one of them tell it. They would have you believe that the police is the most dangerous thing within their communities. Wrong. You're the most dangerous thing in your community, which is why the police are there in the first place, to stop you from committing genocide against your own people. Look, no one's gonna stay silent to this toxic behavior. And you can call me all the Uncle Toms that you want, but the fact that you're calling me that shows me that I'm saying something with facts. And you wonder why most good black people move out of those communities as soon as they reach success. It's because they want more for themselves. And that crab in a barrel mindset is not conducive to prosperity. There is absolutely no accountability in that community. Most of that segment hate accountability. They hate truth. They hate to look at themselves in the mirror because they would have to face the fact that they're causing their own oppression. You also have the Democrat Party to thank for spoon-feeding that behavior, making you a permanent underclass, and you still vote blue, no matter who. But America is tired, and people have grown numb to your constant cry of racism. Everyone's a racist who doesn't agree with you. But meanwhile, you can be bigots to everybody else. But yes, I say it again, black fatigue or ghetto fatigue is real, and it's time that we say something about it. And please, don't waste your time. If it don't apply, let it fly.
Yo guys, so this stuff, is it really about killing black joy, just being pure ghetto behavior extremism? I understand that sometimes we just need to be who we are, and our culture, brings so much joy, but there's a thin line between ghettoism, being ghetto-ness and being very, 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 very obnoxious. And man, these attitudes, these behaviors being displayed by our brothers and sisters in the community is misrepresenting who we are, especially hard-working black Americans who are trying to put food on the table. This kind of behavior is totally unacceptable. And you know why it's totally unacceptable? We're just the only group of people that seem to show this kind of attitude and behavior. You ain't see white folks doing this shit. You can't see Asians doing this kind of stuff. So we need to put our acts together. We need to stop all this stuff. There was a video I stumbled into on TikTok where a woman was just teaching these young girls on how to develop very strange attitudes, man. And I'm saying to myself, if these girls are acting up this way, 5, 6, 7 years old, what happens when they become 20, 21, 22? They ain't going to put up with nothing. They ain't going to put up in school. How are they going to put up with learning? How are they going to put up with discipline? But this is just my opinion, and this is my take. I just want to know what your thoughts, your opinions are in the comment section. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you. Just hit that notification button, hit that subscription button, so when we put up updates, you'll be the first to notify. See you on my next video.